Okay, we're going to come over here in the engine bay. And if you have the 5.0 like I do, the canister purge valve is going to be right here, sitting at an angle on top of your throttle body. All we have to do is take out these two 8mm bolts there, undo this electrical connector, and this vacuum hose right here. Clip comes out, pull the hose off, and you're good to go. So let's get to it. All right, first what we're going to do is we're going to depress this little tab here, and that's going to allow us to remove this connector. Come on, just like that. We can set that aside. Next, we're going to go after this connector right here. And these aren't always super fun, but what I like to do is there is these little tangs here on each side. And what you want to do is you want to press those in so this can slide up. So that being said, let me get this set back down here. And if you push one of these in, you can then get a little tool and stick it right under there just to keep it from sitting back down. Then you can go to the other side, do the same thing, press that tab in, and the whole connector will release and come up. Pull all the way up, and then wiggle this off. Just like that. Okay, so now that we have everything disconnected, we're ready to take those bolts out and remove the valve. But before we do, I want to blow off everything in here just because we are going to expose a hole that leads down into the intake there. There's lots of dust and crap over here, so we're going to get rid of all that. We're also going to blow out the connectors here just to make sure that there's nothing on there, nothing that can get back into the system when we reassemble. So let's do that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and remove the bolts holding this sucker on. And then all we have to do is give it a little wiggle. And she'll come right out. This O-ring could be a little bit crusty, so it might give you additional resistance coming out of there. So just work it a little bit back and forth and go slow, and it'll come out for you eventually. And there you go, guys, for your reference. There's the stock vapor canister purge valve from the 13.50 from the factory. And there's the new one from Ford. Part numbers there for you guys if you need them. Let's go throw this one in the truck. Okay, you guys know me. This may again be a little overkill, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a little bit of anti-seize on the threads for the bolts here, and then on the new purge valve going in, I'm going to take a little bit of silicone grease and just give that O-ring a coating on there so it makes installation and removal in the future, if need be, a lot easier. And then we'll, that's about it. That's all I'm going to do for this. Little grease on the electrical connector as well, but that's going to do it. All right, now going back in, now that we have our lubricant on the O-ring, we're just going to insert thusly. Get you guys in here a little better. And just wiggle it in. You know what I'm saying? All right, there we go. Now we're going to take our bolts and just start those in there by hand, a few threads to prevent any cross threading. Obviously that's a bad thing. Now we're going to tighten. Fuck. Just snug these down. And finally, what we're going to want to do is we're going to just tighten these by hand. They are going to snug up a little bit quicker because we did put anti-seize on there. So just, you know, get them nice and firm, but don't over tighten them because we don't want to strip them out. And that's all there is to it. At this point, we're going to throw a little electrical grease on our connector, which I've already done. Reinsert that, wait for the click, which we did. Pull off our little nipple cover. And reinstall this vacuum line. If I could get you guys to be able to see this and do it at the same time, it'd be great. There we go. That should go on there nice and smooth. Wait till it stops up against there, you'll know it's all the way in. And then push that for the retention. Make sure we're locked. And that's it, we're good to go. And then of course, back in the truck, we're gonna turn it on. Make sure we don't have any lights, any codes, anything like that. I'm gonna let the cluster prove out first. Driver door is ajar, I am aware of that. Clear the driver door ajar. And aside from me not having my seatbelt on and the door being open, we're scot-free. So there you go, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. See you next time.